It was not too long ago that the phrase bits and pieces was used for one of the players that you see on the screen right now. And now what's happened is Ravi Shastri, present commentator, former Team India coach, has now given a new definition as to what exactly a bits and pieces player according to him is. Back then, when the phrase bits and pieces was used for one of these all-rounders, it had caused a huge storm on social media and in the cricketing circles, and everyone was talking about why such a player is being called bits and pieces. But now what's happened is, cut to 2023, Ravi Shastri has explained who a bits and pieces player is, and he was asked this during this whole discussion about the impact player and how captains are opting for specialist batters or specialist bowlers given the match situation. And now, as a result, what's happening is that many people are asking as to what happens to all-rounders in such a case. Or it was in this context that Ravi Shastri explained who a bits and pieces player according to him is, and how certain all-rounders, regardless of the impact player rule, will always feature and will always be in the minds of the captain and the team management. So let's tell you what exactly Ravi Shastri has said with regards to bits and pieces player. So this is what Ravi Shastri says when it comes to bits and pieces players. He says that the bits and pieces all-rounders will always struggle. That is, those who are halfway there and halfway here. That's what he says. He further elaborates and says that you have to be dominant in that one role that you're performing as a batter or as a bowler. He says that you have to bowl 3 overs and you have to be doing that, game in and game out, and also be batting in the top 6. That's what makes you an all-rounder. This is Ravi Shastri's criteria. If you want to be called an all-rounder, a true all-rounder in the game, this is what you got to do. You have to be bowling 3 overs at least, hopefully 4, and if not the case, you also have to be batting in the top 6. That is what Ravi Shastri says makes you a true all-rounder. If you're not doing that, then you are a bits and pieces all-rounder. That's what Ravi Shastri says. Now, as I said earlier, he was asked this as to what happens to players, who are not doing enough, let's say, as all-rounders, and what happens to them when it comes to, being in the team's plans, when it comes to being part of the captain's strategy as well. And then he was, he went ahead and explained, or rather, he gave an example of who, according to him, is that perfect all-rounder in the present scenario, and it is, no surprises, Ravindra Jadeja. He says that a good all-rounder will always play. He will always walk into the team. He says that Jadeja will always walk into the side because of the way he bowls, and he bats at number 6. But now with Ravindra Jadeja, as we've seen for years now, he completes on most occasions. He completes his quota of 4 overs, and you always see him bat at number 6, or let's say at number 7. But that situation of him batting at number 7 is rather rare. You always see him batting at 5, 6 for his franchise, the Chennai Super Kings. Of course, when it comes to the Indian setup as well, we see Ravindra Jadeja, assume both of these roles as well, and that is what Ravi Shastri says essentially makes an all-rounder a true all-rounder. That is, if you're batting at number 6 and not below that, or and by the way, simultaneously, if you are also bowling 3 overs, also talking about the limited overs format, so if you're doing these 2 roles, that's what makes you a perfect all-rounder. And given this impact player rule or not, you will always be in the plans of the team management and the captain when in a match situation. Now, we showed you some images of these all-rounders who you recognize very well, and that's not to suggest over here that they are bits and pieces all-rounders or true all-rounders. We leave that up to you, your fine sense of judgment. We always like to hear from you in the comment section below, given what Ravi Shastri has said about bits and pieces all-rounders and a true all-rounder, what the qualification criteria that he's made. We've just listed a few all-rounders that we've been used to seeing over the last few years. Let us know if there's any more all-rounders that you have in mind. Let us know in the comment section who, according to you, are those bits and pieces all-rounders that we are presently looking at, and who are those perfect all-rounders given Ravi Shastri's qualification criteria. I'll be looking forward to your comments. Thanks for watching this video.